Today I'm with Veronica. Veronica, how old are you?
I just turned 21 in December.
Happy belated birthday. I'm December 15th. You?
December 20th.
So you're a Sagittarius?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're pretty cool people, huh?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very cool, very cool.
I just met you right now, and you're telling me that you're going through sobriety right now.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, I just got out of Detox, and I think I went to it's called Virtue. It's in Sun City West. I didn't do the full 7 days. We kind of got a little antsy at the end, but at 5 days, we decided to leave. We actually, me and my boyfriend left Sun City West, and there's no buses over there, so we walked from Sun City West through Surprise, through El Mirage, and then Peoria, and then we finally hit the buses and came back over here. But we got a detox and we did it, so got clean.
What does that feel like?
It feels good, you know, because I mean, as far as like the sickness, you know, we're not sick. We don't gotta like spend our whole day, you know, trying to get what we need to get so we're not sick, and you know. But other than that, it feels good. And I mean, for me right now, it feels good. It's just I don't have, you know, a stable like home or a place I can go home and call home and be comfortable. So it's struggling with that, but I'm not gonna let that, you know, mess up everything that I have like going on with the sobriety and stuff like that. So
How long had you been dealing with addiction?
Probably since last year. Me and my boyfriend, we met, and actually before him, like I never used any type of drugs, like serious drugs. I was actually a model. Like I was a lowrider model. I was modeling at like South Plaza and all the car shows, at the Super Show. But when I met him, he, you know, I seen that for the first time, and I was just mad one day and went with him to go like make sure he doesn't overdose, you know. And as he was nodded out, I picked up the tray and just mad. I went, you know what? It's not fair. Like he's nodded out. He looks cool. I want to try it. Like, so that's where it started. And fast forward, he ended up violating and getting locked up around the time we wanted to stop. And for the whole 3 months, I just started using just because we felt, you know, I felt alone. And when he got out, it didn't stop there. We continued using, so barely like getting sober right now, and that was last year. So
Do you miss your modeling days?
yeah, I do. I had like 3,000 followers on Instagram. I was everywhere. Like I was doing really good. Like,
How does your family feel about you being out here?
obviously, you know, they don't want this for me. You know, as far as like my mom, you know, can I talk about how okay, as far as, you know, my mom, she's barely coming back into my life. She was locked up for 10 years. When I was 2, she got locked up, and my grandma had to step in, and she adopted me and my 2 brothers. And when she got out, like, we're trying to have, you know, that connection, that relationship, but it's still not quite there yet, you know, because I'm the baby, I'm the only girl, and I feel like she has a lot more like patience for my brothers. She likes how do I say? I'm sorry. I don't want to say she favors my brothers over me, but those were her firstborn. So with me, it's not really like she's not soft with me. She tries to give tough love. And I was homeless and out on the streets, and every time I would go home, even on my 21st birthday, like she would not say anything to me, and her boyfriend, out of respect, you know, she didn't want us there anymore, because we were all getting high together, you know. We were all honestly, you know, getting high together, and her new boyfriend didn't like that. So out of respect for him, she made all of us leave. And so it's like she, you know, gave me a choice, either Detox or the streets. You know, you pick. But when it was just so normalized for me, it was, I didn't want to go to detox right away. So I just went to the streets, and as far as like me coming home and saying like, Mom, like I just wanted to stop by and check in, every time I would come, she wouldn't like, are you thirsty? Like, how are you? You know what I mean? And yeah, and but it's funny though, because on her Facebook, like, she's like, you know, my daughter's missing, and this and that, but honestly, I think it's just because, you know, she's still using, and like she's just struggling with, you know, however she is. And as far as my dad, like, it's the same boat, you know. His house is a hot spot, and there's people in and out. There's a lot of traffic, and everyone gets high there too. So it's kind of hard for me to like be somewhere like that and be comfortable and want to like thrive, because I never had, the only person I had was my grandma coming in my life when I was 2, and she's lives up north now, and she's done her part, you know what I mean? So as far as reaching out to her, like, I don't want to stress her out. I want to let her have her time, you know. And as far as them like knowing I'm out here, they know I'm out here. And I mean, I don't want to say they don't care, but I know they miss me and they love me, but you know, I don't know. They get high too, so.
You saw it at a young age.
Yeah.
And so you thought it was normal to live like that?
Yeah. Well, when I was 2 and my grandma stepped in, she gave me most like, she stepped in and she was like a real mother. Like, she played that role of a mom and a dad to me and my brothers, and she made sure we had clothes, we had everything, we had a house, a good environment. And my brothers, my oldest brother Beto, he's been on pills for about like, I want to say like 3 or 4 years now. He had got shot in the face, and that's why his dad, I'll call his dad my dad too, is locked up again now. He's doing six years, and my brother was shot in the face, and ever since then he started doing the pills. And when I was younger, I used to be like, I don't understand why like he can't snap out of it. Like, why can't he just stop, And it wasn't until like I kind of went through the same situation, and I'm like, okay, like it's a lot more deeper. It's a lot like internally, like a lot of feelings and emotions, like, and then when you actually start doing it and you for consistently to where it actually affects your body, you can't even just stop, you know what I mean? It's rough. It's really rough. And yeah.
What do you want a 13, 14-year-old Veronica that's at home struggling, family issues, lack of confidence, what do you want that little girl to know about substances, about life? What would you tell her?
I would tell her, there's so many more other things that, as far as us getting stressed out and saying F it and wanting to be like everyone else and following the crowd and all of that, like, be different. Like, get whatever you love to do, whether that be drawing, whether that be anything, like get into it and be consistent with it and grow with it. And pretty soon you can start getting money, you can start working, get a little job in it, or get a job to contribute to what you like doing. And like building on that, like I like modeling, so I was working at Walmart, and I had my money, I had my car, I was able to buy myself nice outfits and outfits that didn't look like everybody else. So I would get noticed and get, people following, and then have people ask me, hey, can you shoot for this car, and I'll throw you money, and then you just start making money. Like, there's so many other things to do besides picking up a drug and just like going, any drug that you will pick up, you will go downhill. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot that comes with it, stopping, and you struggle, you just feel guilty, and you just find something that you love doing and just be consistent with it, And I would tell myself that, I just stay strong, just stay away from that. Like, it's cliche to say, but you know, when they say, you know, oh, don't pick up the drug, like, really don't pick up a hobby, pick up something you love doing, and grow on it. And it doesn't matter if you're working in a high office in a bank. No, like, as long as you're making money and you're happy, like, you're set, you know, you should be set. So
Where will you be in 6 months?
in 6 months, I don't want to, I want to just have what I need. I just want to have what I need. I do have a daughter, so I want my daughter back in my life, and I want my little car. I want a little job, and I just want to be happy with like, how do I say, you know, when people would just like want, oh, I want this nice car, and I want this much money. No, I just honestly just want, like, to be in a stable, comfortable home with my daughter, and be able to, like, go to Starbucks and, you know, like, just have money to, like, spend on her and myself, and just wake up every morning and just go to work. Just a simple life. Like, that's all I want for myself 6 months from now.
How old is your baby?
She's 4. She's 4. She's about to be 5 in March. So yeah.
You miss her?
Yeah, I do miss her. Right now I'm still able to see her. I guess, like, my mom's super bipolar. Like, my mom, I guess, had ended up telling my daughter's family, like, everything. And my daughter's other side, they're really their household, they're really traditional, old school Mexican. So when they hear drugs, and they're like, oh my God, like, that's bad, that's so bad. So because my mom, like, told them everything, like, I'm kind of struggling with them trusting me. And I think, like, her dad's trying to serve me, and but you know what, I'm not even stressing all of that, because, you know, when I do go to the court date, I'm ready to drop. I'm ready to tell them that I'm, you know, I want to have a job by then. But yeah, so
Veronica, I'm gonna say thank you very much for sharing your story. I approached you and your boyfriend, and I told you the purpose of my channel is prevention through awareness. By you having the courage to share your story, you're gonna save one life out there, right? Yeah, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. You've given great advice, and now you have to try to save your life, right? You have to reunite with your daughter to start working on that future that you're talking about. Just a simple, basic life of happiness, working, and being a mom, and raising a daughter, and being there for her, right? I think you sound healthy, you look healthy, you look sober, you don't belong out here.
Nobody does.
Nobody does, exactly. You're absolutely correct. Nobody belongs out here. Some people are more lost than others.
Yes.
Thankfully, you went through a program recently. You had the courage to go through a program. You completed it, but it doesn't stop though. You have to keep going, right? You have to keep doing more for yourself, right?
Yes. And one more thing, like, you know, whether you have a lot or nothing, like, just to always be grateful for the life that you do have. You know what I mean? And I actually just had a friend who passed. She had just turned 18. And a friend from middle school, and she I didn't know she was this sick, but she had pulmonary hypertension, and she was using the drugs, and sadly, like, she started prostituting, and actually was out there in California, you know, and was brought back because of having to go to the hospital because of her sickness. And I just remember FaceTiming her, and she asked me one day, hey, you know, they said that there's nothing they can do, you know, I don't have a cure, and you know, and to me, when I'm hearing all of that, she asked me to go to hospice, you know, to be with her, and I was thankfully with her for the last 3 days she was alive. But just seeing that, like, seeing someone slowly, you know, pass and have so much life in them, and they wanted so much more for their life, like, it made me, like, be so much more grateful, even if I don't have anything, you know what I mean? And thankfully she was able to sign over her rights to me, and I actually was able to like hold her funeral and have the car washes, and I got everything with after everything I was left with like $60, but I was able to pay for, you know, plot, the cat, everything. And that right there was just an eye opener, you know, seeing her take her last breath, and I'm still here breathing, you know. And I just want to say, like, just always be thankful, whether you have a lot or nothing. You still have your life, you know. And you can, like, I'm doing this interview because anyone who's out there, you know, young and depressed and get to the point where they're so depressed and lonely, and bored, that they want to go with a boyfriend who is cool, who's toting guns and going to parties, but you never know, you can be in that wrong moment, wrong time, and be at a party and get shot, and boom, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, always just follow your guts for you know, for everybody out there, but especially for the females. Like, girl, he's not worth it. It's a bum with a gun. Like, you can just focus on yourself and that hobby, like I was talking about. So, just wanted to say that. Just always grateful whether you have a lot or nothing. So, yeah.
Very well said. I agree 100%. And my condolences for the loss of your friend. You obviously have a big heart, and you have so much to offer this world. So I'm very glad that I met you. I can't wait to see your journey of sobriety in the future.
Yes.
So let's stay in touch.
Yes.
Because we want to see you do very well for yourself and for your daughter, your family, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to say thank you very much for talking to me, Veronica. Please stay safe. Before I leave, I'm going to hand you a donated blessing bag from one of my subscribers, Leslie in Montana. Okay. So can you look through this bag to see if those are items you can use?
Yes. Yes, this is most important. Yes. Comfy sweater. This is so cute too. Thank you. Thank you. She put all of it together? Okay. It's funny, when I was younger, me and my brother, we used to do the same thing. We would take care packages on like Thanksgiving or on that, and we would give them out. And then I know all this is oh, that's one thing too, like everyone struggles out here putting drugs before you eat. That's why everyone's so sucked up and skinny, you know. And wow, thank you so much. Hygienes, yeah. Hygiene.
So those are all items you can use,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So
thank you.
Veronica,
thank you, Leslie.
God bless you. Stay safe. We'll talk soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.